5 habits that make women ugly from a man's perspective. The perception of beauty is subjective, but certain habits can significantly impact how one is viewed in terms of attractiveness. It's not just physical traits that matter but also how someone presents themselves through behavior and habits. From a man's perspective, a woman's habits can influence whether she's seen positively or negatively. These habits not only affect the emotional connection but also how confident and comfortable both partners feel in a relationship. In this article, we'll delve into 5 common habits that may unintentionally diminish attractiveness and provide constructive tips to address them, fostering a more balanced and fulfilling image. First habit: neglecting personal hygiene. One of the most noticeable aspects of how we perceive others is their personal hygiene. A lack of attention to basic self-care can greatly impact how a woman is viewed by men. Personal hygiene includes regular bathing, washing hair, keeping nails clean, and maintaining oral hygiene. These basic habits not only affect how others perceive your cleanliness but also influence how you feel about yourself. Neglecting hygiene might create an image of carelessness and can also make it harder for others to engage with you socially. For instance, unkempt hair, body odor, or bad breath can immediately turn someone off, making it difficult to establish a deeper connection. From a man's perspective, these are physical aspects that can heavily influence whether a woman is perceived as attractive or not. While everyone has off days, consistent attention to personal hygiene is key to making a positive impression. Men, like anyone, are likely to be put off by poor hygiene, and it could unintentionally create an emotional barrier, making it challenging to connect on a meaningful level. This doesn't mean perfection, but simply consistency in keeping oneself clean signals respect, for oneself and for the people around. The importance of self-care also plays into self-esteem. When a woman feels good about her personal hygiene, she's more likely to project confidence and self-respect. Confidence is an attractive trait, and it's often easier to exude confidence when you feel good about your appearance. The best way to maintain personal hygiene is by establishing a routine. This can include daily showers, brushing teeth at least twice a day, and washing hair regularly, depending on your hair type. Keeping nails trimmed and clean, and wearing fresh clothes, can also enhance one's image. Even carrying gum or mints can prevent unpleasant breath and demonstrate consideration for others. A well-maintained appearance is a clear sign that you value yourself and take the time to care for your body. Investing in good hygiene products, such as quality soap, deodorant, and skin care, also helps. It's not about spending a lot of money, but rather creating a routine that makes you feel refreshed and comfortable. Whether it's applying lotion after a shower to keep your skin soft or using mouthwash for a fresh feeling, these habits will undoubtedly improve your image and how you feel about yourself. In relationships, personal hygiene plays a crucial role. It sets the tone for how others see you and how comfortable they are with you. No one wants to feel uncomfortable or distracted by unpleasant odors or unkempt appearances. By prioritizing basic cleanliness, you not only improve your attractiveness but also signal that you are ready for a healthy, respectful connection. Cleanliness and self-care reflect self-love, which is key to building trust and intimacy in any relationship. So, make your hygiene a priority, not only to boost your image but also to feel confident and respected in your own skin. Second habit: constant complaining and negativity. While everyone has their bad days, constant negativity and complaining can be emotionally draining and unappealing. When a woman repeatedly focuses on the negative aspects of her life or consistently complains about situations, it creates an atmosphere that isn't conducive to attraction. Negative energy can influence the mood of the relationship and create a barrier that prevents emotional connection. In any relationship, it's essential to balance optimism with realism, and focusing too much on the negative can quickly erode that balance. From a man's perspective, dealing with someone who constantly complains can be exhausting. No one wants to feel like they are always in a position to solve problems or listen to dissatisfaction without any resolution or appreciation. While emotional support is important, when it becomes an ongoing pattern of negativity, it becomes emotionally taxing for both partners. Relationships thrive on shared joy, appreciation, and mutual understanding. If one partner is perpetually caught in a cycle of complaining, the other might feel disconnected or even emotionally drained. This can affect both the quality of the relationship and the attraction between the two individuals. Complaining often leads to one-sided conversations, where the focus is entirely on what's wrong rather than considering possible solutions. This lack of balance can leave one person feeling unheard and unappreciated, making the relationship feel unfulfilling. Furthermore, constantly discussing problems can overshadow the positive moments and accomplishments in the relationship, leaving little room for joy or gratitude. This shift in focus can make the relationship feel more like a burden than a source of fulfillment. A negative attitude can also subtly signal that a person isn't content with themselves or their life, which can be a turnoff for many men. While everyone faces challenges and difficult situations, it's important to find ways to navigate through them without allowing negativity to become the dominant force in the relationship. From a psychological standpoint, positivity and optimism are linked to emotional resilience, which enhances attraction. Men are often drawn to women who can maintain a sense of hope and gratitude, even in tough times. It signals emotional maturity, self-awareness, and a balanced approach to life, all of which contribute to a more positive and supportive relationship dynamic. Instead of focusing solely on complaints, try reframing negative thoughts. For instance, if you're frustrated with a situation, approach it with a solution-oriented mindset. Ask yourself what can be done to improve the situation, and share those thoughts with your partner. This approach not only fosters open communication but also shows that you're actively working towards bettering your life and relationship. Even when things aren't perfect, expressing gratitude for the good moments or the support you do receive from your partner can go a long way in strengthening the emotional connection. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but rather acknowledging them while focusing on growth and improvement. By making a conscious effort to shift the narrative from negativity to gratitude and problem-solving, you create a more attractive and fulfilling dynamic in your relationship. Not only will this improve how you're perceived, but it will also deepen your emotional bond with your partner, enhancing both the connection and attraction. Third habit, being overly self-centered or narcissistic. Having a sense of self-worth and confidence is essential in any relationship, but excessive vanity or narcissism can quickly diminish attractiveness. When a woman becomes overly focused on her own appearance, achievements, or social status, it can create an image of being shallow and self-absorbed. While confidence is undoubtedly attractive, when it veers into an obsession with one's own identity, it can lead to emotional distance in relationships. A man may feel unimportant or neglected if his partner is constantly seeking attention or validation for herself, without offering the same level of interest in his needs or experiences. From a man's perspective, narcissism can create a barrier in the relationship, as it often leads to one-sided interactions where the other person's feelings and perspectives are overlooked. Men appreciate women who are not only confident but also humble, showing interest in others' thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When narcissism takes center stage, communication tends to suffer. The excessive self-focus makes it difficult to listen and engage in meaningful, two-way conversations. A relationship requires active participation from both partners, where each person feels heard and valued. However, narcissistic tendencies often mean that the conversation revolves primarily around the self, making it hard to establish a deeper emotional connection. In such dynamics, a man may feel sidelined, as his thoughts and emotions are overshadowed by his partner's need for constant validation. This can leave him feeling emotionally disconnected, as the balance of care and attention is tipped in one direction. A key aspect of any healthy relationship is mutual interest and respect, where both individuals show a genuine desire to understand and support each other. When narcissism creeps into the relationship, that mutual care becomes one-sided, and attraction may begin to fade. To combat this, it's essential to practice a healthy balance between self-love and appreciation for others. Being confident in oneself is important, but it should not overshadow the importance of listening, empathizing, and engaging with your partner. Show genuine interest in their thoughts, feelings, and experiences, allowing them to feel valued for who they are as individuals, not just as part of the relationship. This creates a sense of emotional intimacy, where both partners feel seen, heard, and appreciated. Additionally, self-reflection and personal growth are important in maintaining healthy self-esteem. Taking time to develop as a person, both individually and within the context of the relationship, can improve self-worth without leaning into narcissistic tendencies. Practicing humility and being attentive to your partner's emotional needs can foster a more balanced and rewarding dynamic, where both individuals feel fulfilled and appreciated. Fourth habit, lack of empathy or compassion. Empathy is a fundamental element in building strong, lasting relationships. A woman who lacks empathy or has difficulty understanding her partner's emotions can often come across as cold or emotionally distant. Men highly value partners who can connect with them on a deeper emotional level, offering the support and understanding they need. When a woman is emotionally unavailable or dismissive of her partner's feelings, it creates a sense of disconnection and makes the relationship feel one-sided. This emotional unavailability may lead the man to feel isolated or neglected, which can diminish the attraction in the relationship. For example, if a partner is going through a difficult time and doesn't receive emotional validation or care from their significant other, it can lead to feelings of loneliness or resentment. A lack of empathy can create a barrier where the emotional bond between partners is weakened. Men, like women, need emotional support, especially in challenging moments, and when this need isn't met, the emotional connection suffers. From a man's perspective, a partner who can listen, understand, and validate their feelings is far more attractive than someone who brushes off their emotions or struggles. In a relationship, emotional support is not just about offering solutions or advice but about simply being present and acknowledging the other person's experience. Men value emotional stability and connection, and when empathy is lacking, they may feel emotionally detached, making it difficult to maintain the attraction. It's important to recognize that relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding, and when these elements are missing, it can create distance. To avoid falling into this habit, it's important to take the time to tune into your partner's emotions. Being present and listening without judgment allows the other person to feel heard and valued. Validating their feelings by acknowledging their experiences, even if you don't fully understand or agree with them, is a powerful way to show empathy. Sometimes, men don't need immediate solutions or advice, they just need someone who will listen and understand what they are going through. Compassionate actions can also go a long way in showing empathy. Offering a comforting gesture, sending a thoughtful message, or simply being a shoulder to lean on can significantly strengthen the emotional bond between partners. These small acts of kindness can build a deeper connection and make both partners feel valued and cared for. Empathy creates a safe space for both individuals in the relationship, where they feel emotionally supported and loved. In summary, empathy and compassion are essential in any relationship. A woman who can tune into her partner's emotions, validate their feelings, and offer emotional support creates a deeper connection that enhances the overall attraction in the relationship. Relationships thrive when both partners feel heard, understood, and cared for. By fostering empathy and compassion, a woman can strengthen her bond with her partner, making the relationship more fulfilling and enduring. Fifth habit, being overly dependent or needy. Being overly dependent or needy in a relationship can significantly affect how a woman is perceived, especially from a man's perspective. While seeking emotional support from a partner is natural and healthy, excessive dependence can create an imbalance in the relationship. A woman who constantly seeks validation, reassurance, or approval from her partner can come across as insecure or needy, which may not only strain the emotional connection but also make the partner feel overwhelmed or drained. Men generally value emotional independence and appreciate partners who can maintain their own sense of self-worth without relying heavily on others for emotional stability. This dependence can lead to feelings of frustration, as the partner may feel pressured to constantly provide reassurance or solve emotional issues. It creates an unhealthy dynamic where the relationship becomes more about dependency than mutual support. Men tend to appreciate a woman who is secure in herself and can enjoy her own company. Emotional independence doesn't mean detachment or neglecting the relationship, but rather maintaining a healthy balance where both partners can pursue their individual goals and passions while still providing emotional support to each other. To avoid being overly dependent, it's crucial to focus on building self-esteem and confidence. Work on developing your own passions, hobbies, and friendships outside of the relationship. Cultivate emotional self-sufficiency by managing your emotions independently and making decisions without constantly seeking validation from your partner. This will not only make you more attractive but also foster a sense of security within the relationship. A woman who is emotionally independent is often more appealing because it shows that she can thrive on her own while still valuing the relationship and the connection with her partner. In summary, maintaining emotional independence and developing self-confidence is vital for a healthy, fulfilling relationship. By becoming more self-reliant and nurturing a sense of inner stability, a woman can enhance her attractiveness and contribute to a more balanced, supportive partnership. Relationships thrive when both individuals are emotionally secure and able to give and receive love without the pressure of constant dependency. Striving for emotional independence not only strengthens the relationship but also fosters personal growth and confidence. While beauty is subjective and varies from person to person, the habits we develop play a significant role in how we are perceived, particularly in relationships. Neglecting hygiene, indulging in constant negativity, focusing solely on oneself, lacking empathy, and being overly dependent are habits that can negatively affect how we connect with others. However, by making small, positive changes, such as practicing good self-care, maintaining a positive attitude, balancing confidence with humility, nurturing empathy, and cultivating emotional independence, one can enhance their attractiveness and build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Understanding these habits can help us become more self-aware, allowing us to improve both our image and our connections with others. Ultimately, true attraction goes beyond superficial appearances. It's about how we show up in the world and how we interact with those we care about. By fostering healthier habits, we can create more meaningful, lasting relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and support.